Pete!
John.
Rambo First Blood. We've got explosions.
Check.
Blood squibs.
Bingo.
A heartfelt main theme.
I like it.
A cool main lead.
You're goddamn right.
Aliens/robots.
45 ain't bad.
They're talking Crass, yeah. They're talking Crass, yeah. They're talking Crass, yeah. They're talking Crass, yeah. Crass. 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 They're talking Crass, yeah. They're talking Crass, yeah. They're talking Crass, yeah.
Hello, people, and welcome to the Talking Crass podcast. Pete, again, we're late. It's meant to be weekly. Have we switched on to bi-weekly? No, we haven't.
Kindy.
I think we've just been a bit lazy. But we've got to... You know why? It's been sunny in the northeast for the first time of the year so far.
Sunny in England.
And warm. So we spent our time in a beer garden.
Did we?
Well, I did. You spent your time playing bloody
Video
The
games,
Witcher or something.
which can be played at
What,
any...
what game are you playing at the minute?
The Witness.
The Witness.
Free on Xbox.
Pete, talk about The Witness 3 on Xbox a little bit.
The Witness is an iPad
Oh, I
game.
thought you said The Witness 3, not The Witness being free on Xbox.
Because I'm an idiot, I can't pronounce the letter 3. Although I can, but it's strenuous.
We're both short-tongued, by the way.
Correct.
Just when TH is concerned.
It can be done, but not naturally.
Anyway, so while I've been in the beer garden, sunning it up, you've been locked in your room playing.
The shitness.
Is it good? Is it bad?
It's alright, it's good.
Okay.
I'm struggling on a couple of puzzles. It's a puzzle game.
It's a puzzle game.
It's a glorified iPad puzzle game.
Is it?
Yeah. It's all about using perspective.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm totally out.
You know what I'd rather do, John? Watch Rambo.
Pete, we've got a bit of news.
Hit
to
us with the
open up.
news.
Because like what we always do is spend 3 hours researching all the news everyone wants to hear and throw it in.
We also always keep the formula the same for each episode. There's always news.
There's news if you look back. We've always done a news segment. Anyway, Pete, Deadpool final trailer.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Not bad. Didn't add much new things, but I was absolutely creased at the end of it.
You watched it before me, and you're like, you need to watch it. You'll laugh at the end.
The last 10 seconds.
And it was funny the last 10
Did you laugh
seconds.
at it? It's so funny how
I found it funny.
That shot.
I'm worried. Are
What-
you worried?
Why?
I think it might have lost the romance of the first Deadpool, being very basic.
What does that mean?
Judging off the trailer, it looks like they've had a massive budget in this second film.
John, every time you criticise us, so everybody goes wrong, they've thrown everything at the wall and see what sticks. That is the thing.
That's the main criticism. Right, they did well. It's got fucking quadruple the budget. They've used it all on shitty CGI, and I don't know. I just don't think it's gonna. I hope I'm wrong. I bloody loved the first Deadpool.
Have you seen...
What do you think? Did you watch that and go, I can't wait to see it?
No, not really. But have you seen...
I don't know.
Have you seen CGI Josh Brolin turn...
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh my god. Have you seen Josh Brolin, CGI Josh Brolin, when he jumps off that truck?
Is
he
he
turns
rubber?
into Frankenstein.
Is he rubber?
He turns into... Watch it back. Play it on YouTube.
Are we talking about Frankenstein? The dude...
Robert De Niro Frankenstein.
Alright, I thought you were talking about...
The guy who had gum in his head.
Harvey Two-Face?
Harvey
He wasn't-
Weinstein.
No, Harvey
He was a monster.
No, man.
What? Who?
Two-Face out of the Dark Knight.
Harvey
wasn't-
Dent.
he-
Frankenstein.
I Frankenstein.
No, he didn't look like... Actually, he does. Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
more like him, to be fair. Well done,
You've
John.
seen I, Frankenstein?
I've seen I, Frankenstein.
Good film.
It's a Bill Nye film.
It's a good film, or not?
It's got Bill Nye in it, and he's getting paid so much money
For being Bill Nye.
for being Bill Nye.
I got you. So,
Do your
Deadpool
best- do your
2,
best-
final trailer.
Do your best Bill Nye impression.
I can't do one.
I can't do it either.
I didn't know what I was stuck there.
Yes.
That's what I was going to
that's
go
it,
with, but
kind
is that
of.
just like a stereotypical English person?
Yeah, it's kind of... He's real laid back. like that. I guess, I don't know. Remember when he did that Santa Claus song?
What?
That Christmas song.
Shit, yeah. Wasn't it a rock
It
song?
was like a rock version.
How
of,
much you
like,
reckon he
some
made for
shit.
that?
More than I, Frankenstein. I love Bill Nye.
You know, if you hit a Christmas number 1,
Yeah,
you fucking set for life.
suppose so.
Like,
if you're number one,
remember the
anything,
darkness?
I remember the darkness.
What's happened to
I
that?
remember the teeth. Fucking hell.
Oh, Jesus Christ, and the afro.
They didn't help our stereotype out. Jesus Christ.
English joke.
Yes.
Beat.
Yeah.
Vern Troy has passed away.
Very sad.
Very
Very
sad.
sad.
Haven't looked into it. I don't know what went on. Respects. We're paying our respects. Pete.
Not only Vern Troyer, Avicii, and Dale Winton.
And Dale Winton as well.
Unbelievable.
Come.
So did they automatically
say?
get transferred into
I used to
Crasshalla?
love Super Market Sweep.
Is that...
Was that before your time or not?
No, I remember watching that at Nana's. Is it insensitive to say they're in Crasshalla?
We've never.
Is that religious bit? No.
Is
that's-
Crasshalla religious based?
No, like-
if you say that, Bosky's out.
Right, no, what I'm saying is like, I don't know, like Norse kind of, I don't know.
You've played God of War. Now you're trying to swap the
I haven't
fucking
played God of War
rating
on
system.
PS4, but
Right,
I want
okay,
to play it. It looks
okay.
pretty cool. I'm pretty... That's what else I played.
No, because who did I say couldn't go into Crasshalla?
I don't know,
Ah,
Harvey
some-
Weinstein?
No, it was on the last episode. Stephen Hawking, I think.
Why can't Stephen Hawking go into Crasshalla?
I don't know. It's just based on people who helped the podcast out. We haven't met them.
Wow,
We
we're
never
cool,
will.
aren't we? Alright, fair play.
Well,
Fuck
look-
news.
Well, not help the podcast out.
Okay.
The good fans of ours who interact and enjoy the podcast. You get yourself into Crasshalla.
Well, alright then. Anyway, rest in peace.
Watch this space, by the way, people. Doing a giveaway soon. Sorry, I've got to go.
John.
Can I segue into trying to sell our merchandise?
No, this is the memoriam segment.
We sell our merchandise, which costs us about 50 quid.
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ.
Toppy, I'd say I'm annoying you by talking about money.
What? You're annoying us because we're paying great respect
Right.
to these great human beings.
Dale Winton, Vern Troyer.
And Avicii.
Yeah.
I wasn't a great fan of Avicii's music, but I'm sure he's a nice guy.
Are you classing them the same bracket as Stephen Hawking?
Aye, why aye? I classify every human life the exact same worth. Anybody who says that is an idiot. Who doesn't say that is an idiot? True or false? Yes, people can contribute more to society, but every human life's worth the exact same to me. If they can bake us a pizza... Actually, I'm not going to go down that.
Beat. I'm feeling a hell of a lot better about myself right now.
Thank you. There you go.
Anyway, moving on before we
Get attacked by...
get into the depths of somewhere we can't get out of.
Right, okay.
Boss hit us up. You'll enjoy this one.
Yeah.
Because you loved the first Avatar so much, B.
Loved it. My favourite film. Everyone
right,
knows
I think
that.
you unduly give this stick.
Right.
It's got problems, but I think was that the first film to come back in and do the 3D properly when 3D came back on the scene.
Well, if
it
you-
went 3D's gone vogue, hasn't it? And it's going out now.
It hid everything on a wall and saw what stuck.
I don't know whether it was my age, but I remember watching that in the cinema and going, that was pretty cool because of the 3D shit in it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it every time I mention Avatar. I love that film when I was 10. You know what I mean? Like everyone says that.
Anyway, right, Boss hit us up.
That is not a compliment.
Do you know what James Cameron's doing? Although,
Making
when did the
17
first
Avatars.
Avatar come out?
2009.
Yeah, so he's making
I don't know.
Avatar
No, it can't
2,
be 2009.
3, 4 and 5
I know.
now.
He is.
How does that work?
Because pressure depths have gone to his head.
And I want to see a crossover of Avatar and Titanic.
Brilliant.
Then Titanic put everyone on its avatars.
That's what he's going to do. He's just going to steal the plot and have like a tree be like a boat.
What does the girl say, Rose? Paint me like
One of your French girls.
paint me like the Blue Meanie.
Brilliant.
What was I saying? Right, anyway. Avatar 2 is apparently going to be 3D, but you don't need glasses.
Wow.
How do you think that's going to work?
Well, everyone knows the first time technology enters the existence of the human realm, it's really good. like anything brought into life.
I would talk about when the first came out of 3D with them grey dinosaurs.
Terrible. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
okay.
the first
So
version
see,
of anything is shocking.
the first version of
Xbox. Look at the Xbox controller. The
Right.
first version of the Xbox controller. It's
I'm
like
going
a
to try
fucking
and
brick.
think of something when it was invented was unreal.
The first time
Sellotape?
round. Sellotape? That's not like technology, is it?
Bro, sellotape on technology?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Well, like, I don't know. How's that not? What do you mean?
Right, so someone's invented sellotape,
Yes.
a tape that sticks shit together.
Well, technology, I'd be like electronics and shit.
Sellotape's never changed.
Yeah, but it's not a
It
technology.
doesn't need to change because the first time it came out was unreal.
It's like not part of it's like textiles.
Right, so let's go be electronics.
Kind of, aye.
Right, okay.
Well, that sort of vein, you know what I
I'm
mean?
trying to think, but...
I can't think of the word. You try and do it. Run your own podcast and try and think of whatever electronics
Okay,
means,
fair.
alright?
Anyway, Avatar 3D, no glasses. Watch the space, people.
Brilliant.
Watch the space. Will it be greyed out? You always complain that everything's greyer when it's
No,
in 3D.
I'm guessing it won't be now.
What do you mean by that?
Everything's grey because if you wear the glasses, if you look through them, they're like a percent shade. They have like a dark shade on the
I watched
on the
it.
lens.
Right, I watched him. Ready Player One nearly spewed at the start.
Aye, me too.
Were you honestly-
When it was going through like Minecraft world.
I think that would be bad to watch outside of 3D.
Shocking.
I don't know. Anyway, also to end, beat. Will our next podcast be Infinity War? Will be, won't it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You're allowed to swear, you know, beat.
I am, I know.
I think it's a good time to talk about what we're expecting for Infinity War. Even though we do it every podcast.
So is this get your words in now?
This is where we try and guess the plot.
Do you want me to after
Right,
after we do the next episode? Do you want me to cut out what was said in this episode and just see how right and wrong we were?
Right, so we'll talk about it now. We'll leave it in this episode.
Yeah.
We'll cut it and put it in the next episode anyway.
Just before we review.
Yeah.
Okay.
So before we review the film, here we go, beat. What are you expecting?
Who's gonna die and who's gonna live?
Right, who's gonna die? Do you reckon there'll be more than one person dying in
Yes.
it? Okay.
Hold on, is there two films or is this just one Infinity War?
It's
and
just
then
one
that's it?
Infinity War. They've canned the two films, which has made me a bit worried. It's a lot to put into one film, innit?
Who? See, I base this off real life So does Robert Downey Jr. have too much money? Is he sick of making money yet?
Is he sick of playing Iron Man?
I don't know if he's sick of playing Iron Man, but he'll never get sick of making £5 billion every 10 seconds. I'm gonna say
Everyone's expecting Robert Downey Jr. to die, aren't they?
Nick Fury.
Is he
Samuel
gonna die?
Jackson wants out probably because he's just sick of turning up.
You've got to look at people who want out. Isn't Captain America's contract up?
Probably he's dead.
I think he probably will die because they're going to pass it on to Bucky or Falcon, aren't they?
Probably. That's happened before in the comics, hasn't
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
it? Spider-Man's gonna die.
Why?
No, of course he's not.
Didn't our good mate Ben said Spider-Man would die because he hasn't signed up for the next film or something?
I don't know what that's all about, but
No,
I don't
know.
think that's gonna happen.
Right, so who was sin's dying?
Vision, Paul Bettany just kind of continue.
Right, Vision,
Iron Man,
Iron Man,
Captain America,
Captain America. You can't kill off the lot of them.
Thanos.
You think Thanos is going to die in this?
What?
Boss made a good point as well. Keep mentioning he thinks that Thanos will die and Nebula will take the Infinity Gauntlet.
What?
It's happened in the comics apparently.
But I'm sure she's a better character in the comics than she is in this shithole universe.
Do you think it's a shit all universe?
I think it's a great
James
universe.
Cameron actually came out and said he can't wait for the Avengers thing to die.
I love James Cameron.
Fucking idiot.
He's such a fucking idiot. I love him.
Right.
Nebula's not really that hasn't been pushed.
Do you think
that
I'm going to
much.
love the film?
Yes,
Do you?
I guess.
Do you think it's going to be a standard Marvel 7 out of 10? Do
No,
you think it's going to be classic?
actually no. What I've seen, it looks pretty average. To be fair, actually no, it looks good.
Okay. There you have it.
Right,
It looks average. It
how
looks
many-
good.
Right,
It might be 6 out of 10. It
how
might be
many-
7 out of 10. It might be a classic, people. We'll cut that. We'll put in the next. Fucking. Anyway,
Right, short roundup. Who do I think's gonna die?
you go. I'm not
Iron
going to say a
Ma-
word.
Iron Man,
Right.
Captain America,
You've said already.
Doctor Strange,
Right.
Peter Quill,
Thor.
Thor,
Gamora.
Spider-Man. Because I can edit in what happens.
Thanos.
We can edit in what actually happens. This is perfect.
Right, okay.
Is there anybody we've missed?
No, but I think that dude will come back from the dead who's out of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Absolutely.
and become the next Captain America.
Aye, I like that.
There you go.
Coulson.
Coulson's the next Captain America. Doctor Strange is bringing him back.
So that's how that works.
Imagine that actually comes off.
That'd be brilliant.
Anyway, that rounds up news. A popular segment of the podcast.
Great segment.
Bede, best get into a bit of Rambo discussion.
Are we there already?
From now on, it's going to take the usual route. We're going to go into some not necessarily top 5, true or false trivia, some points we made while watching the film, and then on some fan questions.
Mm-hmm.
In true Talk and Crass style, the not necessarily top 5 this week, based on Rambo, is not necessarily top 5 roasted animals in film, Bede. So, of course, he kills a boar, kill it, cook it, eat it.
Yeah.
Okay? Do you want to take us away, Bede?
First one for me,
Mhm.
and this is me most kind of... Is promiscuous the right way to use that word?
Promiscuous is when someone's sexual, isn't it?
What?
Isn't promiscuous when someone's sexual?
I thought it was like weak in argument. Like a weak argument.
If a girl's promiscuous,
Wait,
she's
something
like
that starts with P that
just
works.
sultry and sexual.
What the fuck?
Google it.
I can't have got a non-Wi-Fi
Alright,
so we don't get
yeah,
buzzy
like it.
buzz. during
Okay.
the-
Promiscuous isn't the word. What are you looking
Okay.
for?
It's kind of doesn't work.
Beat what you roasted animal?
Your Highness, the Minotaur.
What?
Right. So there's
Explain to the
there's a
audience.
store in a
please.
movie called
By the
Your
way,
Highness.
spoilers throughout as always.
Absolutely.
From if you listen to this, you haven't seen Rambo or any of the roasted animal films we're going to talk about, you're pretty screwed.
Right, in Your Highness, which is like a stoner film starring James Franco.
I've kind of seen it, yeah.
Your favourite scene is it where it's got that weird little robot, like monster thing, which like gets its dick sucked or something like that.
Yeah, I was like, isn't it an old woman in bed or something?
I think an
Can't remember.
old like monster thing.
Anyway, moving on.
Anyway,
We're not
they
talking
have to
about
kill a
Johannes.
Minotaur or Minotaur,
Yeah.
or however you say that. And I'm pretty sure Danny McBride walks out with his dick on his head.
Jesus
Like, he
Christ.
turns its dick into like a trophy and wears it like a unicorn.
So you're putting that in as a roasted animal?
Well, I'm guessing you would eat the Minotaur after you've taken its dick. Like, you're not going to chop its dick off and just throw it, are you? You'd eat a Minotaur. So, under that basis of information, I'm guessing that's what happened. But that's why it's promiscuous, you know?
Okay,
There's a
mate.
dick in it.
Because, well, the film that will not be named, mine I'm hoying in, a porg.
Ah, nice. That's
A
good
roasted
call. That's a
pork.
great shout.
Do you want to move straight right on before we discuss the film?
Is that when they're trying to make you feel bad for porgs?
Chewbacca's eating a porg, kind of.
I
And
don't
then
know what
he
that...
stops, he kills it,
Oh,
burns
we're
it.
We're going into the Last Jedi thing.
and then
So-
doesn't eat it.
He's the funny one. That joke's in there, but then they save the horse animals. So why don't they just
He's
eat the
on-
horses?
Here's one for you, though. They cut out Luke mourning Han Solo's death.
What?
That's in the DVD outtakes.
Did they?
And they kept the bit in with Chewbacca eating a porg.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say.
I like it. Moving on.
Your next one.
The Rock's version of Hercules.
Right, what does he eat?
A big ass mutton chop.
Does he?
I'm pretty sure.
He might... Judging by the way you're doing things,
Yeah.
he also ate the lion that he made the helmet thing out of.
Right, okay. What actually I like about Hercules is
Yeah.
I kind of try to justify all of his stupid stories.
We were having a joke on the Twitter about how The Rock's now our greatest actor of our lifetime.
Yeah. It's like,
He's made Jumanji a good film apparently.
I don't know, but who says this?
A couple of people on the Twitter.
I
Watch Jumanji and said it was good. Boss watched it recently and tweeted us as well.
haven't seen it. I can't give an opinion. But it's almost like the kind
Boss
of...
should be getting paid for shout outs on this, by the way.
What's that?
The amount of times we mentioned him so far.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Last one for me.
Okay.
Mysterious Island. Big ass crab. Remember that? 1966. Watched it with my dad. My dad always, because what it's about is,
Yeah.
I think it's during the Civil
This is where we're
War.
going to segue into before you say this. How he was talking about, well, he keeps referring to The Rock's new film Rampage as Rampage.
I've never heard
don't
anything
even
like
ask.
that. Anyway, my dad, I watched it with my dad, and It's about people in a civil war who get into a hot air balloon,
Right, okay.
nick off, but they were on different sides of the war, I think.
Yeah.
And he always wanted the jodhpurs of like probably the racist war fighting side, I think.
Right.
So anyway, it's called Mysterious Island, and there's a big crab in
And the
it,
cook it needed.
and they cook it through using a geyser.
A geezer.
A geyser.
A geyser.
A geyser.
I think it's geezer.
Well, a geyser's like a London slang, isn't it? So I just went
I've
geyser.
got no idea.
Anyway, it looks unreal.
Strange Wilderness. If you haven't seen the film, watch it. When they eat the piranhas.
They
Can you
eat
remember?
piranhas. I can't remember that.
Isn't that in Strange Wilderness?
Windleness.
When someone gets thrown into the lake,
Right.
piranhas eat him, and then they're starving, so they get the piranhas, catch them, and cook the piranhas and eat them.
Remember that at all?
It might even not be Strange Wilderness. It might be a different film.
Is it down? No.
Isn't that Downriver with? Oh, it might be a different one.
Gone without a paddle?
It might be Without a Paddle.
No, there's no piranhas in that. The only thing I remember from Strange Wilderness is when the guy is sleeping in the right. There's 4 parts of this film which you should watch. One bit, there's a guy sleeping in a press conference where he's tattooed over his eyes. The second one is...
To be fair, I think it's
so
unfair
funny.
to get people to tell them to watch that film. Actually, it's a great
It's a
film.
great film.
But we could just
The
the 4 bits in YouTube clips.
The second bit is when
Just YouTube the best bits in Strange Wilderness.
a huge turkey gets on his dick.
Right, next one.
The third bit is when they see Bigfoot, the search of a Bigfoot, and it's like a really special animal, and the mini use
It comes out and they're like, oh, for fuck's sake. And just AK-47 down.
Then the fourth is when they're doing a shark documentary, and they're like, what the fuck? Oh shit!
A
goblin shark.
This means nothing to people listening
It's a
until
goblin shark. It's great.
There's another bit that he says about the shark at the end, the funny guy.
He's like,
The guy's dead serious all the time. Slick back hair, red face.
no, I can't remember.
I don't know, I'll show you later.
Anyway,
beat my last one. Spoilers for Snowpiercer. Take your shit out. The cockroaches.
we always talk about Snowpiercer.
Aye.
Always.
Surely they've got a
roast
roast.
animal.
You know when they tell the jelly?
Are the roast? I guess they are
They've
roast.
got to be roasted.
I hate that scene, it
got-
really ruins the mood for us.
Do you not like
It's
it?
full CGI and it just annoys us.
I wouldn't like to eat one of them jelly cockroaches though.
Imagine if it was real though. Like real cockroaches in a vat. That would be much better visually than just that CGI mess they're
That's a
in.
fair point.
But why am I getting onto a film that uses
I don't
1% CGI? Actually, no, quite a lot of it.
Do you like Snowpiercer?
I love Snowpiercer.
I think it's a
it's
good film as well.
fucking great film.
Beat, you got any more for any more or not?
Nah, that's about it. Other than when that Boromir's father is eating a plate of meat and it's proper disgusting.
Yep. We still need to do Lord of the Rings, which we were going to do when we're off for 2 weeks. Instead, we did nothing. Anyway,
Shocking.
we'll leave it for... That's like your rainy day films, isn't it?
Currently, The Godfather's my rainy day film.
Right. Beat hasn't seen The Godfather, people. I hadn't seen it, but I watched it the other day. Can you believe we run a film podcast and we have not seen The Godfather?
I've seen a lot of films.
Beat, it's an absolute fucking classic.
Right.
Will you watch it tonight?
No.
Why?
I'm playing PUBG or The Witness.
Right, okay. I'm going to watch The Godfather Part 2 tonight. That's meant to be a better film than the first one. And the first one's an absolute classic. And I'm not into the mafia type of thing. I'm not that type of dude.
Goodfellas.
Love Goodfellas.
Right. What's the English version of The Departed?
Love it.
Wow.
Well, maybe I
the
do like them.
Untouchables.
And I'm also going to start watching The Sopranos, which I haven't watched.
Untouchables.
Straight to Truffles trivia, people.
Right.
In this segment, I've taken some trivia from the popular movie website, IMDb, but I've thrown a couple of red herrings in. Let's see if Beat can finally do the clean sweep.
Good.
38 episodes, Beat, you've never done it once.
I know a lot about Rambo.
Let's see then. Let's see how much you know. Play along, people who's listening. Pause it. Have a guess yourself. First one. Sylvester Stallone did all of his own stunts in the film. He thought that it would add to the realistic feel.
False.
That's false because we saw.
During the film, we saw the stunt actor
Guy
on the Sanchez bike.
I love an 80s film that uses the stunt actor that looks nothing like the actual actor.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Like the guy had a receding hairline that was just blowing his hair back. And now like Stallone, who had a hell of a mullet at that time. That's false. You're one
for
nil.
one.
1 for 1. Here we go. Sylvester Stallone accidentally broke the nose of Alf Humphreys, Lester, during the jail escape scene by elbowing him in the face. This is why he is seen wearing a band-aid throughout the rest of the film. Coincidentally, this is what Rambo does to a policeman in the novel during the exact same scene. So you know the dude who's got the black eyes and that?
Yes. Wouldn't you just do that anyway because it would be realistic? So he doesn't necessarily have to break the guy's nose in real life.
It's an actor though, why would you want to break the guy's nose?
Because if I have a character in a film and I punch the character in the head 5 times, he's going to be bruised the following morning. Wouldn't he wear a band-aid anyway in the film? Yes, true.
That's true.
Yeah.
But he is an actor, so I don't think he was expecting to take a smash in the nose.
Yeah, I understand that. But you also said he wears a band-aid.
Well, he does.
Well, no, but that would make sense with even if he didn't have the broken nose.
Right, okay. Next one. 2-0. The first rough cut was over 3 hours, possibly 3.5 hours long, and according to Sylvester Stallone, it was so bad that it made him and his agent sick. Stallone wanted to buy the movie and destroy it, thinking that it was a career killer. After heavy re-editing, the film was cut down to 93 minutes. This version was ultimately released in theatres.
True.
That's true.
Oh my!
If it's long, it's true. You know this.
It's long, it's true.
So Stallone, when he saw the film for the first time, like the first edit, absolutely hated it.
Really?
Thought it was horrendous, boring. They cut down 93 minutes. History was made.
Who was Stallone at this time?
Every film he made after Rocky bombed. This was his first film that
Just after
did
Rocky.
well.
Just after Rocky.
I don't know how far this was after Rocky.
Just?
It must have been just, but I think he did like maybe a couple more. This got him back on track.
I like the fact that what I'm getting at is I like the fact that he's actually going. I like when people criticise things and don't allow them to become shit.
Right.
I like when people stand against something that's wrong and kind of change it for the better.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's good to
That
hear.
is good. How often does
Yes, man.
How often does
Yes,
that
man.
happen in modern film?
A lot, because there's so much money. They don't want to be the guy who said that a creative decision.
I don't want to mention it again, but is it worth mentioning?
Don't bring it up. Is
Mark
it Jedi?
Mark Hamill
Right.
hated it, but then pretended he liked it because he felt bad in the
Did
director.
he pretend he liked it? I haven't seen one interview where he said, "Wow, I really agree with everything they've done." In
He
this
rolled
film."
right and took the money though.
That is true,
Do you know what I mean?
but how much can you blame him for there? I don't know.
Right,
We'll let
okay.
him off because it's Mark Hamill.
Next one. You're all clear at the minute. The police car used in the first chase scene was not altered in any way. 80s police cars of that type possess spring-loaded suspension as standard due to the need for high-speed chases.
False.
What makes it false?
Why is the government spending money on spring-loaded cars?
Exactly right. Fuck's sake. That scene when it's 40 foot in the air and just slams
you know
down.
what I mean?
I mean, how can any car do that when it's
No.
chasing a bloody
The Batmobile.
trials bike?
A
Bloody hell,
bad
but
look-
you might do it here.
Oh my
You
god.
might do it. In spite of the fact that the air and water temperatures during the film were extremely cold, and he only wore a tank top during most of the movie, Sylvester Stallone did not get sick until someone offered him a shot of brandy.
False.
That's true.
Oh, what? It's so dumb.
I know, it was on
It's so
IMDb.
stupid.
That's what I put him for.
It's so stupid.
So apparently he survived everything until someone offered him a brandy. So I don't know whether this brandy made him sick
brandy is Garrett, is brandy alcohol?
Yes.
Doesn't alcohol destroy every germ?
I don't
known to
know.
man? They put brandy on wounds.
It's IMDb beat. It's never wrong.
Right.
Okay.
He must have shit in the glass like prior. I don't know.
Next one.
Right.
The name Rambo came from a variety of apples of the same name.
Right. He's the logic here. Strongbow, the cider company, may have taken the second part of that from an apple. So maybe false.
That's true.
What? Was I right in that logic? Was I right in that logic?
No, because Rambo hasn't got a W on the end.
Rainbow? No.
Apparently he got the name from a variety of apples.
I don't drink. What a variety of apples? What do you mean? What is it, the Rammenthal or something?
Too wrong. How do you like them apples?
How do you like them Rambos?
B, you failed again miserably. You don't get a merchandised coffee mug that we might be organising for everyone who is in Crasshalla.
I like it.
Let's move on, Bede. Have you got some points?
First point.
People, if you haven't seen the film, this might be lost on you. We suggest you watch it and then listen to the podcast. Beat you not care about that, do you? Like, anyone can watch it whatever the way you want.
Absolutely.
Do what you want, people, but I suggest you watch the film, then listen to us afterwards, you know what we're talking about.
If you haven't seen Rambo, you need bout over the head.
Okay.
Alright,
Strong
that's
words.
mine.
Straight to the point, Bede.
Orange stuff made friend of Rambo catch cancer.
What?
His first
Oh,
point.
right, yes, yeah. Are they talking about napalm here?
No. So this is interesting.
Opium?
Opium.
I don't know.
Opium. No, it was brandy. They've got a brandy. John. So here's one for you.
Oh, you missed your first point before even that.
This is your point, not mine.
What?
Right, you make yours. We'll
Right.
go on to.
All I've got on is, you know it's a good film when the DVD menu is a machete.
It's not a machete.
Oh shit, no, it's
It's a
not.
bayonet.
It's not a bayonet either.
It is a bayonet.
A bayonet's something that sticks on the end of a gun, like
Bingo.
a knife. Isn't it like its own knife? It's not a machete, is it? What's a machete? That's like a massive knife, isn't it?
I didn't know. I'm not a knife guy.
Okay.
I'm thinking it'd be happy.
Anyway.
I think you'd be happy to know that I don't know the difference between a machete and a bayonet. Because I'd be on a list.
Right, the DVD menu, people.
Oh, a machete has a 5-point-inch blade curvature and it can't be done. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
know
what does it
exactly.
come out with?
Anyway, we're scrolling through, massive knife. There you go. We're in already.
The play button you have to press is on the end of the bayonet. Like,
Right, okay,
how
let's
good
go.
does that get? Next point. Opium stuff made friend of Rambo. Oh wait, that's not right. Orange stuff made friend of Rambo catch cancer. So the first point is in relevance to this being an actual smart film.
Yeah.
And what our class of smart films is a
Pe-
director who has a message, an important
Yeah.
message, to display to a hell of a lot of people. What's the best way of doing that? Disguise it as an action movie. So there's something called Agent Orange.
Does Paul Verhoeven spring to mind?
It's in that
Okay.
line of thinking, John. Agent Orange was a anti-pesticide
Right.
used in Vietnam to get. I don't know if an anti-pesticide is just for crickets and shit, isn't it? I guess. Sorry, it was an anti-flower thing. I don't
Right.
know what that's called,
Right, okay.
but
Just
it got rid of all foliage, trees.
Pesticide, that's just
is it
pesticide.
pesticide, right?
Yeah.
So it got rid of all what the Viet Cong and that were hiding in.
And that
And-
caused illness to
And,
people. eh?
and Vietnam soldiers, American soldiers who were used to spray it around with
Yeah.
scientific shit, were catching cancer because of it.
Fucking hell.
So that
That's
one
rough, that,
line
like.
is letting people know, it's giving a true representation of
Yeah.
Vietnam. It's not hiding behind it and going, oh, hooray America. It's going, people are dying of cancer because of
Yeah, which-
America's plans.
And it's a proper American film, isn't it? Really, it's
And
like
it's not
people
played
have
off
been
as a
going.
joke.
People have been going there to go. This is an action hero
Yes,
film.
yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I like it.
And it's
Good
God's
point.
friend dying, you know what I mean?
Good
Straight
point.
away.
Straight away, you know you pulled a little bit, aren't you?
Also, we've got the little juxtaposition of the tranquil setting. It's like in Vienna, Sweden or something,
Yeah.
you know, isn't it? It's like a mountain range. It's gorgeous.
Hope.
Hope. Next point. We're moving out of that bullshit.
Okay.
We're getting the action.
Ah, yeah.
Sheriff discriminates Rambo because of his appearance. That's in line with the same thing.
Vagrancy. It might
Vagrancy.
might
What's
be
that?
being homeless,
Ah, right.
walking the streets and that.
Another point, again, it's yet another important message of the director. I'm sure Vietnam vets were getting treated very poorly at the time of making the film. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
that had a
Yes.
stigma?
Because of like Vietnam being such a shit war.
Yes.
They weren't like, although these people have seen and done things which is ridiculous for the country.
Yes.
A lot of the country were like we didn't want to be in that war.
Right.
That ridiculous war.
Which is
That's why
understandable.
Ali went to prison for it, didn't he?
Did he?
I think so, yeah. That's why he got stripped of all the belts and stuff.
Oh, he didn't go to war?
He wouldn't go to war, yeah, because he didn't believe in it.
What I'm getting at is basically saying don't judge a book by its cover. Which is an
enough.
important message, I guess.
But on that point as well, Bede,
Yeah.
is he the worst police officer you've ever seen in your life?
No, the guy who gets a rock thrown off the helicopter is the worst.
Sorry, okay.
We'll get into it
yeah,
later.
Yeah.
Next point. Goddamn Horatio Kane.
Horatio Kane
Can we
is in there.
revel? Can we revel in the glory that is the guy who thought up the name of Horatio Kane? Like, I don't know what this guy's real name is.
Do you know what I enjoy? How he did a total Tony Stark in CSI Miami and became an unreal actor for like 5 years, 6 years, and made a lot of money out
like
out
a
in-
franchise.
Did
like
you
a
see him in
one
anything
character.
before there? Or that wasn't like Movies
Let me
24?
think, maybe Rambo.
Aye, there was Rambo
That
when he was a
it, no.
kid.
That was it.
And then 40 years later, he's back on the
that's
scene.
absolutely it.
And he's unreal as that CSI Miami guy.
CSI Miami guy, John.
It is Horatio Kane.
Horatio Kane.
Okay.
Thank God.
Got
Say
it.
his name.
Okay.
Great editing to show Rambo's PTSD. This isn't a funny podcast. This one's just.
I know, it's like, I know,
all the,
Jesus Christ.
Creative decisions. So it's like-
I love his flashback goatee.
Yes, we're getting
That's
into
what I've
that.
got.
So just the way they edit like the scenes in no music,
Like-
it's just like a quick flash and like it's
When
really
he's
cool.
locked in the jail and stuff
It's
like
a
that.
really cool way of guessing, paying a tribute to the way the illness
I think it
works.
starts very strongly of these like dark themes.
Yes, and then boils down to an action
And then
movie a
boils
little
down
bit
to
more.
someone slinging like 2 chains of ammo over the belt and
That
doing
is
a
true, I guess.
heavy machine gun to a town.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get on to
Can we
that.
talk about his mustache?
Yeah, we can.
It's nuts.
Ming. It's a Ming stash.
Ming. It goes like to the cheeks, but then goes down to the jowls at the
It's like
same
the
time.
most stuck-on tash I've ever seen
Like a
in my life.
star.
Didn't we do fake stashes for bloody one of the not necessarily top 5s? I'm sure we did.
Probably did.
I don't know.
This makes it now.
I don't know.
Next point. Go some reason. What?
This is where Bede hasn't checked his points. We've rolled it straight out, people, because we're late as it is. We watched Rambo straight on here.
Here it is.
Cheeky takeaway in between. Bede hasn't even done his points properly.
This is a great point. For some reason, Rambo keeps hopping. Oh my God! Can I say this properly,
You
John?
can say it properly if you can, Bede. It's up to you.
For some reason, Rambo keeps throwing in wheelies when escaping police.
I know what it is.
Is this practical?
I know. He's like popping away. Is that not because... no, if you're on a bike and you rev it, it doesn't go that far up in the air. My point is...
Well, I'm not saying they can't rev it in the air.
Yeah,
What I'm
but
saying is,
when
is
you,
it
when you
quicker?
accelerate a bike, sorry,
Yeah.
it doesn't
How many
wheelie.
bikes are you driven?
No, I've
Sorry, what
I've
did
rode
you
a
say?
cycle before.
What did you say when you
When
accelerate
you whack
a
the
bike?
accelerator on, it can't just go like that,
Yes,
surely.
it can.
Bede, come on.
John, you have to build up speed. You can't just rev straight away.
So you're actually backing this point up, or
I'm
wheelie?
not saying you can't wheelie. I'm just saying, is it practical when you're in a chase?
Okay, I don't know, probably not. It looks cool as hell, though.
It does.
I've got the chase is unreal. I love how the police cars keep up with the bike and also jump 40 feet over all terrain. Like, how is that car kept up with the bike? I don't understand. Here's a fact for you. Do you know if kids are on a bike, like in our area where we live, there's a lot of kids who ride like mopeds and stuff like that
Right.
illegally. Like they don't have any stuff
Of
on.
course,
Police cars aren't allowed to chase them
Why not? Oh, because of the crash.
in case they crash and die. They're not allowed to take chase of a bike.
So what do you do there?
Just let them go. And the people know it as well.
Brilliant.
Are we allowed to say that?
No. Why would you give away like the police's biggest secret?
It might be wrong.
It
Don't
might
listen
be
to
wrong.
us.
Yep. People who need to ride bikes illegally are listening to this podcast.
Moving on.
Anyway, next point. Great show of how relaxed the officers are and how unprepared they are when chasing Rambo. One has a bag of pork scratching.
He's like, just when he turns up.
They also hire like the old guy of the town with 4 Dobermans, and like he's called like Jesse or something.
And the dude who had the helicopter who's like, he's got to go and get this helicopter. If he refuses, tell him locking him up.
Yeah.
It's like, who are these guys and how they control the town?
Also, when the
I've
guy,
got the incompetency of cops. Like the bit when they're in jail, it's like ridiculous.
It's obviously a clear decision by the director. It's again that thing where you're
Little
showing-
town cops.
He's trying to make a message about like 1970s police work. He's saying it wasn't good enough at the time. This is what you like.
And the National Guard, but
and
we'll
the
get onto
National
that.
Guard, which we'll get to. But he's representing them as idiots.
Anyway, Troutman's the No, it is Troutman the bad guy, isn't it?
No, Troutman's the colonel.
Oh, what's the bad called? Lehman or something like
I
that.
don't know what his name
Anyway,
is.
the bad main cop. You know when I said I saw this on the trivia? You know when I said to you he's got Purple Hearts and stuff in the back?
Right.
That is actually Purple Hearts, but he fought in a Korea War. And what he was pissed off about in the novel was that the Korean veterans are totally forgotten about.
Right.
And it's all about the Vietnam veterans now. And that's why he shows some like anger towards Rambo.
When you say Korean, is he talking like
He fought in a war in when
like World War II, like the fight with Japan?
Yes, yeah.
Ah, right.
But that's the point. So the war actually he was also an army officer, and then wore Purple Heart and stuff.
Not bad. Scene involving the helicopter is seriously impressive.
Did you think that was real action?
Was it like on
was
a
that
jib?
was that live action or was it on
It
one
has
of
to
them?
be.
It looked
It's
like
like
it was on
floating
a.
about. It's so
dunno.
real.
No,
It's
it can't
incredible.
be, can it?
It's incredible. What you're saying? It's tied up on strings.
I don't know. Maybe on a crane or something.
Let me believe it's real.
I'll let you believe it. What's a dude shooting out there for as well?
What?
Why's the dude angry? Because he broke his nose, is that it?
Bro, that guy in the film, by the way, can we make this
No, he
point?
didn't break his nose. That was the dude who got punched
He
in the eye.
punched the shit out of him. He is the most ridiculous, over evil character
That
known
was
to
the
man.
dude who
Like,
just belted him because he wouldn't do the thumbprint. wasn't it?
and he's like hosing him down. He's enjoying it. Like, he's
know.
enjoying torturing
How are
him.
these people in these positions?
I don't know. I think that's a bit ridiculous.
I know.
Whole thing is a real good analogy of America's involvement in Vietnam. Yes, yet again you have kind of the unprepared
Mm-hmm.
forces of America going against this one enemy who knows the terrain well.
Yeah.
It's a good kind of voice saying we shouldn't have done this.
I've got that stick trap was unreal.
right.
When he makes the stick trap.
Even take
Will!
kill me.
I don't think he says kill me.
He says kill me.
Why would he say kill me? He's on
I've
he's
been
on a
a-
stick trap.
I've been
It
asking
might have
that,
gone through his penis, like.
I've been asking that question for like
He doesn't
10
say
years.
kill me.
He says kill me.
What? 'Cause he's
He does.
He's stuck on a stick trap. It's literally him an inch. It's like stepping on
Like
a
he
bloody-
gives up within 10 minutes of being stuck, impaled by the legs.
Just shout.
Kill me! He must be in loads of pain.
He's not shouting that big.
He must be.
Okay. I'll let you have it.
Even takes a stab at media, who spin the story of brave police officers hunting a murderer.
Yeah, I saw that. Good.
Roy Campbell's turned up as Troutman.
Roy Campbell. I've got yes, the basis for every Colonel character.
Yeah.
Get in. What a guy.
Beret,
Green Beret.
long trench coat,
Talks slowly.
drinks whiskey.
Loves it. Quality.
Just realised the meaning of First Blood. The war the sheriff starts with Rambo parallels the mistakes America made facing Vietnam. Made that point already.
Yep. Getting pretty deep, Pete.
Big statements made about National Guard.
Yes.
Yet again,
So
this
these
is
guys
hilarious.
turn up and they're absolutely bloody useless.
Absolute morons.
There's like they've all got M16s. They can't wait to use them. They open on Rambo. He turns around, fires once, and they're all hiding behind a bloody bush.
But it's like it's got the
I ain't going to kill him.
it's got the main guys like, we got him locked up, yeah. Make sure nobody fires a weapon. Cut to the National Guard, peppering the absolute mine.
Then they get the grenade launcher as well.
You grenade
Oh,
launch
no.
them in, think they've won. They just like do that Iwo Jima thing.
Actually, got great advert for the National Guard.
Pretty much. Next point. Nice to sympathise with the antagonist, in my opinion. His motives aren't crazy like the guy in the helicopter who takes great glee in torturing Rambo. So, did you think the main sheriff was a out-and-out bad guy and had nothing to sympathise with? Or do you feel I feel sorry for him when he finds his mate dead on the floor.
But why is he? Why has it gone that far? I don't understand it. Like, apparently, like I said, the novel does it better. He's got a reason to hate Rambo
A little
in
bit
the
more.
novel. In this, it's a guy who's. I've got my earlier point. All he wanted was something to eat. How is he in this position?
Right,
He's
okay.
walking to a town. He asks the sheriff, "Do you know anywhere nice to eat before I move on?" And the guy's like, "I'm locking you up, son. Get in the car."
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, what's that all about? And every step, he just gets himself further in the shit. I don't understand it. Like, such a dumb sheriff. Moving on now.
Cool how in a different environment, Rambo still employs his techniques of diversion.
Oh, is this when they go? So he gets off the mountain and they're into the
Yeah.
town of Hope.
So it just shows how, like, I don't know, tactile he is, I guess. He keeps on, like, employing these cool techniques of kind of dismantling the electricity, and then he moves to the gun store and blows that up.
This way he sees the red, and I've got beat. He blows a petrol station up. Who are we now rooting for? Like, who's the bad guy now? Well,
See what I mean?
is it meant to be like that? Like,
Absolutely, absolutely.
I just don't understand. Like, I know it's a massive like PTSD thing, but it goes from being like a really
Clear cut, he's the good guy. Is he the good guy? He just kills someone
I know,
and then stab everyone.
He says, "What's the line that you always do?"
That's one man dead. I didn't mean to do it. I done nothing wrong. That's one man dead.
He's killed someone. He threw a rock at a helicopter.
He did literally kill him.
So it's like, and how does he get off? And he will get that at the end of the film.
I don't know.
He must kill someone in town. The amount of explosions.
Maybe. Oh, absolutely. Doesn't he kill a guy who doesn't like car driving to the thing?
Apparently, there's only one person that's killed in the whole film.
Who?
The dude who falls off.
Oh my god, the guy in the helicopter, of course. Last scene in the film, legendary, my favourite scene in the movie, that's all I put down, when Stallone gives his monologue about how his friend got blown up in Vietnam.
I've got a point. I've got a couple of points before I get there, B. I've got what's he trying to achieve here? Like what is Rambo trying to achieve?
He wants revenge on the sheriff.
For doing what?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Hosing him down?
So the sheriff's hosed him down.
Aye.
And Rambo, because he's got a bit PTSD,
Yeah.
is now taking everything out with a heavy machine gun.
Like an M60.
Like blowing the town up. He takes a town down.
Have you ever had a cold shower? Whoever has cold showers is not here. Like, who likes that?
It's maybe good for the skin.
It's great for the skin, but I hate it.
Okay.
Great for the skin, bad for the soul.
Okay, fair.
See what I mean?
And then I've got fucking unreal acting. I can't find his legs. This is all about the monologue we're talking about now. It's great. Like, do you think he's an underrated actor, Stallone?
Absolutely.
I think he is as well.
I think
Comes across, it's the voice he's got. It's a bit goofy and stuff like that, but
my last point is, like, the biggest tragedy is Rambo in Stallone's career.
I mean, we were creasing at all the explosions and with this light machine gun.
Yeah.
And then it kind of hit home a little bit when he went into that monologue.
Does, doesn't it?
Very heartfelt.
I killed my fucking legs. It's like that.
I was picking them up my body. I can't do it. I can't do impressions.
Do
I
it.
apologise.
Just destroy it.
It's just yeah. You kind of you understand a little bit why he's doing the shit he is. He's just lost the plot, hasn't he?
It's sad out, honestly.
Yeah.
There's no laughing going on at the end, but I remember that.
Um,
Up until that song comes on.
Oh god, that's the point, man. But it's like the Colonel. It's a bit of I was reading on the IMDb as well. Stallone mentioned in the, I think he was on a show somewhere, and he mentioned it, that he saw it as a bit of a Frankenstein's monster type thing.
Right.
So the Colonel being Frankenstein and Stallone being the monster.
That works.
Do you know what I mean?
That works a lot, aye.
And the Colonel's trying to, he sees what he's built, and he wants to try and make it all right.
Right.
By being being there from trying to help his past demeanours of creating this absolute war machine.
Didn't he want to destroy Frank, like the monster afterwards, or not? Is that right?
I don't know, I can't remember. I will be doing it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Last point in the film, just the tragedy of Rambo, which is turned into like an American icon of the action movie, where I hate Rambo 2, 3, 4 and 5, but I love the first one because it's like an allegory for PTSD and like a true story, like about play sympathy for Vietnam vets. But what he turned it into,
it's not like when we watched RoboCop. I'm just going to compare it to another 80s action film. I watched RoboCop. And we were like, fuck me, this is unreal, having a great time. Did you have a great time with this film or not?
I think I love watching it, but I don't know if it's a great time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, if you see a Rambo to anybody, it's just, guns, killing loads of people. I don't like what he turned into.
Watch the film back, and then you'll kind of you'll understand, because I hadn't seen this film in like 10 years probably. And watching it back, I'm like, yeah, shit.
It's like Starship Troopers. Starship Troopers turned into what it was parodying.
Yeah.
Rambo does the same thing.
I as well. said it ended very quickly. I wanted to see what happened to him, and it just like cuts, doesn't it?
Oh, I've got a point about that.
Yeah.
The book, which this is based off, called Rambo Jenkins. Just Rambo, really.
Just Rambo.
Rambo, spoilers, kills the sheriff and then kills himself.
Really?
Aye, so... And I think Stallone saw that and said, I don't want that to happen, and then rewrote it to that.
Why did he say he didn't want that to happen, Pete?
Because he wanted 2, 3, 4, 5. Franchise, baby.
And I've just got worst film ever.
Wow.
Sorry, no, I haven't got worst film ever.
ever.
I've got worst song ever at the end of the film. It's got the Rambo theme, which is unreal. And then they've just... They made the theme and they've gone, right, we need someone to sing over it.
Right.
It was just really weird. And my last point, Pete. You know it's a good film when there's 6 stuntmen in it back in those days.
Yes, unreal. A full credit list attached to
that-
the stuntman.
That kind of wraps it up, Pete.
Mm-mm-mm.
What do you think of the film and where you putting it?
One of
What's your final ratings, Pete? You talk.
final ratings. It's got a robot alien in. It's got no wait. I like the fact that it mixes that action movie genre, which is kind of perceived as being pretty lowbrow, or you're just in it popcorn flick, but then it actually attacks real serious issues, such as how Vietnam vets are treated, the poor state of the police force maybe at the time, poor state of the National Guard, and PTSD, soldiers suffering from PTSD.
It's a lot more than what you think, like what we said before.
What else is there? Action's good in it. Like that chase.
It's got
is real
explosions
good.
in it. Let's get a bit of happiness about this podcast.
Stallone,
Explosions.
Stallone's
Roasted pigs.
Stallone's acting probably the best in his career for me at the end, and it's got an M60 in, so
And the basis for every Colonel character in any film
it's
ever.
got Roy Campbell in as well.
Absolute legendary. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thought it was really good. I'm just going to be repeating your points, to be fair. So I might as well go on to where it's going. Do you think it's top echelon?
I think it's an absolute classic.
Do you?
Absolute.
If you compare it to your favourite film ever?
It's in my Blu-ray collection.
Right, okay. Where are you putting it then, B?
Crasshalla?
This one's going into Crasshalla, people. Of course it is. You knew from the moment you started listening to the podcast.
It's got a dirt bike in it.
If it's got explosions, dirt bikes, and cop chases, you're in. There you go.
And people who in a flashback have a shocking moustache.
Beat. We've got a few fan questions. So as always, we'll put a question out there. What are people's thoughts on Rambo? Have you got anything you would like us to discuss?
Now, I wonder, in the questions, it comes up my hate that Rambo's turned into a stupid kind of popcorn.
No, I don't.
Let's see,
Might do
let's
it,
see.
We'll see. Right, so we've got Az here. At Az vs. the World, top man. He says, if Rambo had a crossover with any other action star to make a joint movie, who would it be?
Alright. See, that's it. He's not like a Terminator.
Right.
This is like, he would cross over with Jack Nicholson, not Jack Nicholson,
The golfer. Yeah, he had him like...
He would cross over with Jack Nicholson in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Like, that's the type of thing it is.
Now, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but he's in there for PTSD. That wouldn't really...
See what I mean?
That would be...
That makes sense.
Yeah,
it's
okay,
not
I like it.
That's what I see it as.
Beat... I'd put him with... Rocky.
Alright, it works for me.
And then they would have to do that. I've got a lot of respect for directors who do this. Like
What's that?
twins in a film.
Or when they bring the actor in as the
And
person.
they've got to try and cut it, so...
i.e.
the Tom Hardy film.
Tom Hardy.
The Crass,
film.
you know, with the Crass.
Yeah,
You've
but
got to
there's
try
a bit...
and-
No,
yeah,
there's the
but
proper one.
You've got to try and cut it
What's
so
your
the both
favourite
like the
film
seven
which I
actors.
don't think's that good anymore? Where it's got the guy with a hook and the raincoat on and the guy's got the Desert Eagle?
Last Action Hero. Unreal.
Arnold Schwarzenegger lives in that, doesn't he? Like he meets him.
Aye, I think so. Yeah, well, as the actor.
Does he meet the maid? Who
Why not like that
fucks?
film? We're going to do that film. Oh, fucking hell, B. Let's go. B, we've got Bosk. Add Boss Bounty and give him a follow, people. Top man. He says, hi. Boss from Bristol here. John Rambo, John McClane, Ben Richards. You have to have a macho name to be a rogue lone wolf. Agreed.
That is true.
So what would your action name be?
Burt Wonderstar.
Why was I thinking Bert as well there? That was ridiculous.
Burt Reynolds came in my head.
I was going to say Bert. Yours is Bert Wonderstar. You sound like a porn. You sound like a male porn guy.
Thank you. That's what I was going for. Now, if you call me...
Mine's going to be Rex Hardwood. Oh, Christ.
If you try and profile me in a police station,
Right.
how many's going to say Burt Wonderstar's your name? What's your real name, son? You know what I mean?
Bert Wonderstar.
There you go. It's the worst.
I mean, it sounds good.
Came right to me.
There you are, boss. Bert Wonderstar and Rex Hardwood. Come to a small screen near you. The next one. Jay Colson here. At SCFC GSC91. Give him a follow, Peel. Top man. If Rambo and Die Hard did a buddy cop film together, how much America would it be?
Very much America.
It would be the American dream.
It would be
Would you watch that?
Burt Wonderstar.
A Die Hard Rambo crossover?
See, though, I don't class it as like that. I don't think he's in the. He has become that because of the
Be
other
if
films.
we're watching Rambo 2.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you know
By
what
the
I
way,
mean?
great part in Rambo 2 when he's in the mud and his eyes come out of the mud.
Aye.
That's all I remember from
I was
that
trying to
film.
find GIFs for this film, and that was the only one. There was like 100 GIFs of that.
Yes.
Anyway.
John McClane and John Rambo.
I love John McClane, mate.
You can't have in a double team up. You can't have two people in a vest.
Yeah.
So one would have to be wearing a t-shirt, which doesn't work. You know what I mean?
That's a good
Both
point.
of them are in
That's
vests.
I want the vest.
You see what I mean? Whatever that was.
I'll just try and back in beat. Later one. Okay, I've got another one for you. If Rambo, Dutch, Ivan Drago, and Mr. T all did the crystal maze, who will get the most crystals?
Wow.
That's a great question.
I'm gonna go.
It's not going to be Drago, is it? Drago's going to be...
Drago can't speak, so
He's
he
going to
can't-
pick himself to some physical challenge, go in, and it's going to be like the space of under this table and be totally fucked
Right, well that applies to like all
and
of
locked
them.
in. Aye, right.
I'm going John Rambo because he's very.
Can create things out of nothing.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Just like Dutch.
Just like Dutch, just like Ivan Drago, but not.
Right, I'm going Rambo.
Going Rambo,
It's
mate.
the bloody film he's going in.
He could make a
Rambo will get the most
raincoat out
crystals.
of that bald guy's harmonica.
But we've got Razza here, at Razzayoob. Who would play Rambo in the remake?
Is there a remake?
Not that I know of.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman?
Does that? No, it's terrible. No, there's a Bollywood remake of Rambo happening.
There's a Bollywood remake.
Oh, he looks a bit and double.
We need to watch that.
It looks unreal.
We haven't done a Bollywood film.
Not at all. I mean, it's massive. I don't know.
It is massive, isn't it?
There's some mint Bollywood. I've seen YouTube clips of Bollywood films where it's like the Terminator. It's called.
But like really low budget.
No, it's massive budget. It
What,
looks
really?
It looks terrible. It looks terrible, but there's loads of money goes into it. It's
Okay.
unreal. This guy turns into a huge snake monster and eats a train. I need to watch that.
We've got Nick Eby.
Did we answer that question, or did we just start talking about Bollywood?
We just started talking about Bollywood. You said Hugh Jackman.
I'm going the guy
Tom
who played,
Hardy,
the
'cause
guy
he's
who
in
played-
everything.
The guy who played Sawyer in.
That wouldn't be a bad shout. I would have lost.
Oh, Lost. There you go.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy
He's pretty much.
plays he's everybody.
He is everyone, and Tom Hardy would do great.
Thank
He'd do a
you.
great job.
Yeah. No, I don't like it. Tom
Jesse
Sawyer.
Eisenberg.
Whatever his name is. Jesse, absolutely.
Just a weird
Jesse
one.
Eisenberg.
Next one, beat. Thought we're slipping in points more there. Nick here at Another Game Blog. Due to the overuse of CGI, is the gritty, realistic action film, i.e. Die Hard or Rambo, now an impossibility? I feel Die Hard 5 answers this question. Now that's a bloody excellent question, and we're going to talk about because talking Crass, you know we love CGI.
Mm-hmm.
We don't. We hate it. Do you think because it's getting back to that point, Pete, of what we talked about on previous episodes, that now directors have got this at
Freedom.
at the disposal
Yeah.
where they can shoot CGI and save themselves a month's filming?
Uh-huh.
Or do they put the time in and the work and do it practically?
I don't think it's a case of going, this is easier. I think what they've done is it allows them to put the characters into situations which are a bit more daft. So you could have someone jumping off a skyscraper. Well, they didn't die hard and look great, to be fair. You could have someone fighting in... space looks pretty good as well. Do you know what I mean?
I'm trying to think of like the new Mission Impossibles. They've got some decent
That works.
live action scenes in there, haven't they?
Absolutely. But that's quite CGI
Tom
heavy.
Cruise, I know it is.
Oh, no, wait, he's hang off a plane.
I know, Tom Cruise loves it.
Yeah, Mission Impossible can do it.
Mission Impossible can probably stand
They
there.
have a lot of practicality in it.
They do,
And a lot of CGI, but Tom Cruise is
If I
actually...
was going to name one, Nick, it would probably be Mission Impossible.
Bang on, there you go.
But I agree with you in saying that it's a very rarity.
Yes.
Anyway, Pete, I think that's what wraps up all of the points.
Brilliant, mate.
And another podcast episode.
2 weeks late.
2 week. It is nearly 2 weeks.
1
late.
week late.
Is our next one's going to be Infinity War?
Yep, it's in 5 days.
5 days. We'll be watching Infinity War, people. We'll be coming here with our thoughts on it.
No, it's in 3 days, John.
What's in
Well,
3 days, Pete?
My birthday.
Oh, it is. 25th of April, people. I want you all to wish Pete a happy birthday.
Be there, be square.
You can send your presents in the post. We'll link our address.
We'll,
That's probably a bad thing to do. Imagine linking your address.
We'll link
I mean, we'll have a hell of a lot of fans waiting out there.
loads of packages. One from Bosk, another from Bosk, another from Bing, and then that's it.
Pete, it's been a pleasure.
I would love it. By the way, if I got 2 presents off Bosk and off Bing, I'd be out of the moon.
But you can't fish for presents on the podcast. Jesus
I'm just
Christ.
saying, I'd be grateful if they were the only fans that sent us stuff.
Pete, that came across totally wrong.
I know it did.
All you need to do is send a Giphy that you'll enjoy.
A Giphy. What's a Giphy?
It's like the like a
GIF.
GIF. Aye.
You know, people say GIF.
It's GIF, innit?
No, it's meant to be said GIF.
On the 25th of April, people, I want you to light the Twitter up with memes that will
Beat
make
hates.
Beat laugh. And I'll tell you whether he laughs at them. Because he's an absolute snob and it has to be a very, very special meme for him to laugh at it. So there you go. 25th of April, light the Twitter up.
I'll be replying.
Beat's birthday.
I might be replying to a lot of messages on my birthday, so
Oh, because it's your birthday, you're going to reply to the messages.
I'll put comma B as I usually do.
Comma B, there you go. As always, people, we're there on Twitter at Talking Crass. We post our stuff to SoundCloud at Talking Crass as well. We're on iTunes, Podbean. Also on the SoundCloud, if you listen to our stuff, we're getting quite a few listens, to be fair, but we don't go up the iTunes charts if you don't download it, and there's only a couple of downloads each episode. So I mean, I don't know, why did we not have any downloads, Pete?
Maybe it's because when you say create a video, you don't enable download.
Yeah, before we didn't
Can't
actually enable
download it.
downloads.
God.
We've enabled them now.
If I was listening
Let's
to
hit
us,
it up.
If I was listening to us, I'd hate us. Like, if I couldn't download anything, I'd be done for.
Yeah, because that's because you're on like prehistoric 3G.
2G
Your
data.
data goes off like a day.
That's
Anyway,
'cause I
we're
watch
rambling.
It's because I watch YouTube videos all the time.
Right. I've been John,
I've been beat.
and we will see you for Infinity War, people. Let us know what you think. See you later.
See you then.